This time we're way out east on the edge of the state. As you can see, I'm standing along the state line on Highway 50.
Well, so am I. I'm over here on the other side of the loneliest road. And behind me is the Border Inn. And this is the last stop for travelers, or it's the first stop, depending on which direction you're going. But since this show is not called Wild Utah, we are going west to revisit an old favorite, Great Basin National Park.
It's been a long time since we've been to this part of the state, so we're going to reacquaint ourselves with the park and see what's new in Baker.
But before we do that, we're going to Lehman Caves to join in the celebration of a special anniversary. From the Border Inn, it's not far to Great Basin National Park and Lehman Caves, just 13 miles on Highway 50, then state routes 487 and 488.
At the Lehman Caves Visitor Center, we meet Kelsey Jackson, a park ranger and our guide for today.
It's 100 years since this was designated as a national monument. Lots of people coming through the caves, and we really want to highlight that this year and how important it is to protect the caves so that people can come for the next 100.
I love it. Yeah. So do we get to go inside today?
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's go.
Lead the way. I feel like we're going into the lost mine. Ooh, the echoes.
Ooh, that feels good.
It does feel good right away.
Oh, do you come in here just to sing?
I've had an opera singer on one of my tours one time. This is the Gothic palace that we're in right now. Lots of beautiful formations, that have taken millions of years to form for us to be able to come and really see how beautiful it is.
This is amazing.
It does kind of leave you speechless.
Yeah.
You might have just seen that little drop of water right there. Water is the driving force here in the cave. It's responsible for all of the formations that you see as well as the space that we're standing in right now. So that water seeps in from the surface in the form of rainwater, brings in calcite along the way that it picks up and deposits, reacting with the marble or the rock that we're standing in right now. So stalactites, we see them growing down from the ceiling, so they hold on tight to the ceiling. And you might notice if you look closely at some of the formations, there's a little drop of water right at the end, waiting to fall. And as that falls, it deposits calcite or calcium carbonate that helps the cave grow from the ground. Eventually, if you wait long enough, those two will actually grow together, stalactite and a stalagmite.
It's like a tree trunk.
Exactly, yeah. Multiple formations probably grew together to make that large column that we see right there, millions of years.
It's like an art installation made by water.
Yeah.
An art installation made by water. I like that a lot.
I like that. Nature's 3D printing. Instinctively, you want to touch the stuff, and you've got to resist.
Absolutely. As I bring families in here who have small kids, they're really good about not touching anything. I'll be like, hey, make sure that you don't touch the cave, and also make sure that your parents don't touch the cave. And they're really good at
Kids are better cops for their parents than sometimes the parents are for the kids.
Yeah. You go a little bit deeper. We're going to be going through the tightest part of the cave, so be very, very careful as you go through. We don't want to touch the formations.
It's a little bit like a dance.
Like a dance with somebody you don't like very much.
This is one of my favorite rooms that we have in the cave. You can hear the acoustics in here are pretty cool. So people would come in here and of course make actual music. They would sing in here. This also kind of resembles like a pipe organ itself over here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Cave bacon right there up above you.
There's nothing else you could call that other than bacon.
Yeah, because the lines that you see, so this is a type of drapery. We do have other draperies in the cave that are kind of one color. The lines that you see, that's as that water's coming in, that droplet depositing along the edge as it works its way downwards. It might have more iron than the next 100 years. So that iron's deposited as it's being dripped along the edge. So those lines that you see, it's kind of looking back in time, looking at the chapters that have been written as you work your way downwards.
Almost like the rings on a tree.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like the lines in the bacon.
It looks delicious. What other cave foods are there in here?
Yeah, well, we've got some popcorn, cave turnips, which are a very rare formation that we have here in this cave.
And healthier than cave bacon.
Exactly. I mean, they're both not great for your
cave
teeth, but. As you come in, make sure you turn around and look up right here.
Whoa.
That is breathtaking. That is amazing.
Called this frozen Niagara. I think it captures the essence of it very well in that name. Folks, as you come up here, make sure you look over to the right. See the cave giving you a thumbs up.
It absolutely is. It's very happy that we're here.
Yeah, you're doing a great job. The cave thinks so too.
I feel validated by the cave.
How does this just keep getting better?
Wow.
This is amazing.
Oh, this is unreal in here.
This is the Cypress swamp, so you might see how it kind of resembles cypress trees up over here with these columns.
Oh, I can see that.
And then this right here, this is a passage that takes you up to the inscription room. They blasted through here and then they kind of put the broken formations on the side so people could get in and out more easily. So we're here in the inscription room. This room has a lot of history all around you, as you can clearly see. This is a destination spot. We've fortunately got to walk through it, an easy passage to get in here. People used to have to crawl back through a much tighter area to get into the cave.
They crawl through there?
Yes, with their big Victorian dresses and their suits and their bow ties. And all they had were like a candle or a lantern that they would have to roll on the ground in front of them to make it in here safely. And then you can imagine, after going through a space like that, they were pretty stoked that they survived. So they took their candles and their lanterns and they actually traced their names in the ceiling. So we've got lots of names and dates written in here.
They're everywhere.
They are, yeah. We have about 8,000 inscriptions here in Lehman Caves. Lots of people can be traced back to these inscriptions.
Wow.
In 1922, the Forest Service at the time actually put an end to the inscriptions to kind of maintain the natural beauty of the cave. And then the Park Service, since we've taken over, we do protect both the cave and the inscriptions because they are considered historic as well.
After so long since our last visit, it's like seeing the cave for the first time. I get a fresh feeling of awe thinking about how centuries have gone by while these walls are slowly changing and growing. I know I'll be coming back again.